Hey guys. Okay, right. This is going to be a little bit different because I'm going to be comparing two brands, Nails Inc. and OPI. Okay, so a little bit of background. Nails Inc. is a London-based company. They're very focused on, high fashion colours and are always featured in editors' lists. Right. Now, OPI is kind of like the Nails Inc. American counterpart. They are getting a lot of press over here because they are still very fashion focused, and they do exclusive work for events such as the BAFTAs and the Oscars, and they're just very more celebrity based. Even though Nails Inc. still is just OPI is a bit more famous, I suppose. Okay, price. This is the thing that I do not like about OPI and what puts me off. In America, OPI retails for around about $5 or $6 a bottle, and in English money, that's about £3 or £4. However, if you buy it in, England, then OPI is around about £10.50 a bottle. I don't really see the fairness in that. And as well, the prices are going up because at the moment OPI is going through a massive legal battle because people in America were cottoned on to the fact that it is so expensive over here. So they started selling OPI for much less. So now there's massive lawsuits going out. So to cover the bill, they're putting the prices up. So this is just going to be extortionate. So the price for Nails Inc. is around about £10. Now, they aren't currently stocked in America. They did try. There was a massive makeup fair in Las Vegas a couple of years ago, and but as far as I know, no big retail in America has took it on so far. Now, quality. For me, Nails Inc. every single time. I really struggle with making it straight and perfect. But at school, I'm known for perfect nails. I had a yearbook done recently, and that was everyone's comment. So I think that pretty much tells you just how much I'm into my nails. And with this, if I'm in a rush, all I've got to do is put on one coat, and it is perfect. Especially with the metallic colours and the glittery colours, they're just amazing. I've never seen. I mean, I do buy low end, £2-3 from Rimmel and NYC and things like that. But there's just no comparison. And I know that you might think that, £10.50 or whatever for a bottle of nail varnish is a bit extortionate, but it's really not. It's amazing. And you will use, less because of, the fact that you've only got to put on one coat, sorry. Now, OPI quality, not so much again. I know it seems like I'm just slating OPI, but there are some things that I like, and I'll come back to that. The coverage isn't good. For this colour in particular, I have to use about 2 or 3 coats to get a good, colour, coverage. With the dark colours, that's about 4 coats, and the amount of money you're paying, I don't really want to have to put on that many coats. So, yeah, not so keen on the actual quality of OPI. Okay, brushes. With Nails Inc., the brushes are pretty bog standard, I'm not going to lie. They aren't especially good. I mean, with me, I do have quite long nails, so I do have to load up the brush a couple of times to get it to go on go on evenly. This is where I do prefer OPI. Their brushes, they're called Pro Wide or something like that. And I mean, I think you can pretty much tell how much thicker that is. And it's much flatter. Whereas the Nails Inc. brush is much more round. And when you push that onto the nail, it just spreads out. And you've only got to put on, one down the middle and one down each side. And it does look good, but you do need to put on a couple of coats, obviously, to, build that colour up. Right, now, range of colours. Now, OPI has around about 200 colours or something like that, and they're always having different collections, such as recently they did an Alice in Wonderland collection, which was absolutely amazing. And, you know, there was a colour called Mad Hatter and things like that. And one of the colours was an absolutely beautiful blue shot with, like, silver glitter. And then there was another one that was, I think it was either Mad Hatter or had Alice in the name. And it was just a glitter. And you put that over and it was just glittered throughout, and it did look absolutely amazing. Right, availability. Nails Inc. available in almost every single House of Fraser and Debenhams. I get mine from House of Fraser just because they're always doing deals, and I mean, I do know that £10.50 is a bit much for a nail, you know, just a bottle of nail varnish. So I do get them in the deals, and last time I bought Nails Inc. I had about 8 nail varnishes, 2 of which was the Kensington base coat and the Kensington 45-second top coat for £30. Now, that does sound a lot, but when you work it out, that isn't really very much for a bottle of nail varnish. You know, that's like as much as you will pay just from one from, you know, Superdrug or something. Okay, next. Can't really think of anything. Oh, how much is in them? Now, I think this is really important. This has 15 millilitres, which is a lot in a bottle of nail varnish. The closest I've got is a bottle of 12ml nail varnish, and which is absolutely rubbish and peels off because it was cheap, because I'm a cheapo. And this one is 10 mils. Right, so now if you think, you know, okay, so you do have to put on 3 or 4 coats, but you do get extra. So maybe they know that you have to put on more coats, which is why they give you extra. But, you know, with this one, you get less, but you only have to put on 1 coat. So, you know, you have to weigh up the upfalls and, the advantages and disadvantages. So, personally, I do prefer Nails Inc. I think it's probably the fact that it is a British-based company, so I don't feel like I'm giving, you know, my money out of the country. I think that's pretty cool. You know, OPI don't really like the fact that they sell it for so much more over here. I mean, I know they have to ship it, but it can't be that much more money, can it? If you think about per bottle, that's just you know, too much. I'm sorry, but the price difference is just absolutely weird, and it's just as good as, you know, Rimmel. They have really good colours and coverage is good. Revlon, which is definitely the best on the high street. Coverage is amazing. Brushes are good. So, for me, I wouldn't buy OPI again. That's just me. I do like the brushes. I think the brushes are really good. But, if I'm honest, the only reason I bought this was because it was part of a set. And it came with this, Past, Present and Fuchsia, Pink Nail Envy, and the original Nail Envy, which is what I really wanted to try. And it also came with a foot scrub, a hand cream, a nail file, and a cuticle pusher, and all that was for £25. So, I mean, that to me represents good value for money, because I got it from the clothes show. Right, I didn't say where you can get OPI from. Mainly you can get this off websites. However, Nail Envy, Pink Nail Envy, I have seen in my local Boots. However, my local Boots is like a big one with a couple of floors, so that might be why. So I'm not really sure. Maybe if you just have like a small Boots that they would have it. But Nails Inc. Right, a couple of the colours are now being stocked in Boots. I was in there the other day and they had I'm trying to think of the names. They had the top coat and the base coat, and they was really cheap. They were only like about £8, and they were slightly smaller, but they were only 8 mils, and it was the base coat and the top coat together in a little set, and that was only, I think, £8. So that is really, really cheap, considering the top coat and the base coat separately are £12 each from House of Fraser. So maybe if you want a little bit of a deal, go down, because it's a lot cheaper. You can try it out for the first time as well. I'm not sure about how different the brushes are though, so maybe you would want to avoid if you was planning on using it, you know, your toes, or if you have long nails like me. They also have a couple of colours, but I'm not sure which ones. I know they have a French manicure set, So it will be the pale pink, which the South Molton Street, and a white, but I think it's Floral Street, something like that. I don't know. Yeah. So overall, Nails Inc. hands down. OPI is decent. I would recommend it maybe if you like sheerer colours, or you know, you got it as part of a kit. That's the only really way I would say I would suggest buying it. Brush is absolutely amazing. That's the only thing that I really like. So if you're one of those people and you have, you know, about the same length of nail as mine, which, you know, they are long, I'm not going to lie, because they're wide as well, and you find it difficult using bottles of nail varnish because the brush is so small, I have a massive problem with it. You know, OPI is really fast because the brushes are so wide, but those pro wide brushes are only in the bottles that have like a special wrapper on them. Well, mine did anyway, but the others that didn't have the wrapper on don't have that pro wide brush. So, you know, maybe that will kind of just buy the ones with the pro wide brushes. Trust me, you won't regret it. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this. There will be more videos to come, but I would definitely recommend Nails Inc. But maybe if you think that's a bit expensive, Revlon, you know, amazing colours. They've been coming out with a lilac colour and a mint green colour, which are like all the trend ever since Chanel did that green nail, and you know, their own colour actually sold out. I don't know whether there's still a waiting list for it. So, you know, Barry M does a great copy of it as well, which I've got, and the Revlon colour is really good of it as well. So tune in again soon. I promise I won't ramble on as much as I probably have done in this video. And yeah, there will be loads more videos. Any questions, just ask them and I will definitely answer them. Thanks for watching.